The first thing I noticed here was the Bastion Tower on the structure. I noticed it was a perpendicular right angle structure, horizontally level with the surface. I noticed that they were made of red bricks immediately, because I know what I'm looking for here. And what I noticed here was same size windows hanging off their hinges, window panes on the. Did I already say that? With the window panes on the floor, baby. With a Bastion Tower. That's a Bastion Tower made of red bricks, and I can see that they're red bricks in rows. In rows. They're melted. And they're melted. Yes, they are. See here? The Bastion Tower. And what they say is, what Sean Weasel here, our geology professor friend, who lies to children at the university and steals their money, he's going to tell us that this is a pyroclastic flow, whatever that means. What that means is what they say, it's a volcanic eruption that sent out a flow of molten material that decided to slam the brakes and construct itself into a right angle perpendicular to the surface, right angle structure, horizontally level with the surface, with a Bastion Tower with two windows wide open off their hinges, glass panes on the floor made of red bricks. Give me a break. It slammed the brakes, decided to render itself up with stucco and on a flat vertical surface here as the flow came towards the water's edge right here. And it decided to slam the brakes. Give me a break, Sean Weasel.
And welcome to Yellowstone National Park.
And no, it's not. You just lied because it says here you are in Idaho. I've been to Yellowstone, baby. And it's where? It's in Wyoming with the W. Wyoming, baby. It ain't in Idaho. So you're confused here, and you're the geologist. You should know where you are in the lands, eh?
So beautiful.
You
Right.
liar.
You're asking, what's the catch?
Yeah, you just lied. What's the catch? Those red bricks over here. What's the catch? They stuccoed themselves as they hit the brakes before the water's edge. The building stuccoed itself, eh, with rendering. See how the rendering here melted? Yeah, it stuccoed itself up and built a Bastion Tower as it hit the brakes before it hit the water's edge, eh? With all these red bricks down here vertical for some reason. I don't know why that is. We have a bunch of vacated bricks from their mortar lines. The mortar line's still holding up pretty strong. See there? But all of them, even down here, they're all vertical. So look at the bricks here. The bricks down here, vertical and all over the place. It looks like the foundation overturned on itself. It looks like the foundation just above the water table, because the water is right there. The foundation above the water table may have overturned on top of, and then the structure on top may have held its integrity. And with the Bastion Tower right here on the edge, whilst maybe the foundation turned over, because it looks like this is a building, vertical, upright, on top of a building that is sideways. You see that? Look. So did the foundation overturn is my question. I think it may have, because this seems to have been a very quick flash event where the whole realm was flashed in an instant, like a lightning strike, but a mega strike from the ground up, from the bottom up. And that's what it seems like, and that would have been enough, especially with lots of magnetism being involved. Deborah, the red brick chick, just brought that to my attention, and that's a very important thing I think we have to put into play here, is that there may have been extreme magnetism involved in the powering of these structures, and that may be why we see some of the results in the melt and the anomalies in the melt that we see. We have to take into consideration extreme magnetism, and then what would that do? Well, what happens when you bring two magnets together at the same poles? They will throw themselves away from each other, correct? They will throw themselves away from each other, correct? And then you bring that into the structure. What can happen when a flash surge event happens of energy? You may get some overturning of foundations. Because the buildings are built like blocks, building blocks. The foundation, the building on top, and they may just decide to do one of these under extremely intense conditions. They may just decide to do that and then lay down flat again, like we have here on its side now. Now we have a foundation on its side. Look at that. You don't lay bricks like this, like popsicle sticks and toothpicks on top of each other. Why? Because they're gonna get all topsy turvy, and they're gonna do a dance here, baby. And they'll get jiggy with it, baby. They will, and that's why we build like this. That's much more sturdy when you're gonna build upright, especially down here near the water table. at the building's foundations. So I'm thinking that we're seeing a water table up above the water, and the foundation being below the water table, right? That has turned over possibly underneath the structure, and the structure just may have lifted a bit and then sat back down when that happened, because it happened in an instant. That may be how we see that happening here, because that's what we see here. This is the wrong way. The bricks are the wrong way, and the building on top is upright. I find it very interesting. Excuse me. Let's move on.
This doesn't look like Yellowstone.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it is and it isn't. It's obviously not the current location
No.
of Yellowstone National Park.
So you lied.
As you know it. There's obviously no bison roaming around.
No, there's melted buildings. Hey,
no
but there's melted buildings with windows hanging off their hinges, baby. Same size window there is same size window there. Same melted bricks here, same melted bricks there. Give me a break, they're everywhere. And you can see them hanging off their mortar and vacated. See? See all these bricks down here, eh? I do. I certainly see them, baby. Same size brick. The same size brick. Let's get to a better spot. So a quick look here, a bit further back. Bastion's still right here, same size window there, same size window there. The foundation looking overturned. Here's a better look at the border lines here. See, eh? See, eh? They're facing the wrong way, so it looks like we have an overturned foundation just at the water table, just above the water. The above structure seemed to have maybe just done a lift. And maybe it was just a part of the foundation here that didn't overturn, that overturned. Maybe it didn't down here where it seems to be lower. Maybe this just did, maybe this part of the foundation overturned. But you see how these are vertical here. They're not supposed to be vertical because they're supposed to be like this. That's how you build sturdy. But here it seems they've overturned. Does that make sense?
Then I have one more diagram for you, and then we'll walk up top here. So beneath my feet, you can see is this brick red layer that extends from this.
You're exactly right, and it extends all the way down. Seems there is a joist of some sort.
Here,
excuse me, Sean Weasel.
Quite a ways down, and then you kind of lose it
all the way down.
Some of the talus there, but it's at least.
Look what he's got his bag on. He's got his book bag on the overturned wall. He always does this. He always puts it on something extremely obvious. And with the bricks in the mortar. Give me a break. I see that, Sean, every time you do it. Because I'm watching you, baby. I'm watching you.
No, maybe 5.
I'm really watching you, baby. I know where you work.
Meters, if not thicker than that, maybe 20 feet or so. One of the more
interesting features is all of the mortar squeezing out through the bricks still everywhere, and that the bricks are all horizontal, or not horizontal, but vertical up near the color differential, the abrupt color differential, the transition here. The transition, I mean, where it changes from red brick to burnt brick with a rendering just before the water's edge. We have a brick hanging out right there, and these seem to all be vertical the wrong way. So I'm thinking, yeah, foundation overturns. And I've seen evidence of that.
We see here
I've seen this type of thing in Minneapolis and St. Paul. That seems like foundations that have even like turned over and such, and I'll show you some of that later on.
Columns. So we have these crude columns forming.
A closer look here at the bricks. Again, the same bricks that were overturned the wrong way, and these bricks here and these mortar lines. And we're gonna get closer here and take a look.
All the way down the way.
I'm gonna tone you down here, buddy. I want to just point out what I see. These bricks are all the wrong way, but they seem to have overturned. They're all the same size, all the same size, all the same size. There's mortar here, he's picking at it. There's mortar in there, mortar in there, he's picking at it. He's calling it all sorts of nonsense. And he just picks up, he almost loses his fingernail right there. He almost lost his fingernail right there, you dildo. These are all the same size. The mortar lines are the size of mortar lines, you can see here. Each mortar line here. Now watch this. You see this brick right here? Yeah. The mortar line's right there. See? Look, watch. You see it? There's the mortar line right here. Same size as this mortar line that goes this way. And you can see that there, can't you? The one above, same size brick, same size mortar line above. Next one got a little bit expanded. The next one, same size mortar line. You get the idea, right? That's the idea. That's the truth. And we're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. This flat surface decided to render itself right before the water's edge and throw itself perpendicular. You just got something on your finger there, buddy. You got a brick on your finger. So we're gonna skip ahead, skip ahead. Here's the flow he's talking about, the round flow, right? And it decides to slow down and slam the brakes and into a perfect perpendicular building with bastion towers and all, fancy little bastion towers. And give me a break. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. These fancy little bastion towers, and no, it didn't. And it was coming fast at first. See, it was coming fast. There was ash, the brick ash. You always got to show you the brick ash. And it's slowing and it stops. I don't know why it's flowing again, baby. This ain't making sense. What is this? None of what they say makes any sense. It's not supposed to. That's not the point. So, moving on. This is my favorite part. This last section here, because it just gets smoky. It's gonna get smoky. You might want to open some windows, baby, like these windows here, wide open up there, up that bastion tower. Because of all these bricks, baby. Because of all these bricks, baby, it's gonna get smoky in here. All these bricks, baby. It gets better. Hang on, it gets better. The closer he gets, it gets better. See these bricks here? You would expect them to be all wobbly looking, baby. Look at the edges of them, all the same size, all the same size. For the most part, they're a bit squishy, eh? That's what happens when things get hot and melty. Yeah, absolutely. This is building foundation. This is how we build. This is all correct right here, except for the bottom foundations. But the top here, this is how we build. This is proper. And right there. Stop right there, buddy. Stop right there. Watch how fast he just flies by like some of the best stuff here. Right. Okay, he's gonna do it really fast. There. I gotcha, Sean. See the red bricks and the mortar between, the white mortar between, the white mortar between, and it's everywhere. All the same size brick, all the same size brick, everywhere. See if I can get a better shot here. Hang on. Oh, it's around the corner here. It gets pretty smoky over here at the end. Right here. All these mortar lines everywhere. And hang on a moment. It gets better and better. It gets better and better. Look at these bricks. You gotta get up close and look to it, see? The red bricks. They seem to have had tuck pointed mortar joints, or just very nice mortar joints rather, because they go all the way through. Very, very good mortar work here. Look at this bricks. The red bricks, right angle bricks with the mortar. And we'll continue on here. It gets very interesting. We gotta stop though as we go along. That's right. Oh, you can see all these bricks. All the same size for the most part. Back there was a lot more mortar between. And over here, the red, okay, there's the bastion tower right there. Look behind it. It's actually a tower, see? There it is. Same size windows hanging off their hinges. And these are all, now wait, we're gonna get closer here and see. He's gonna give us a close-up. Okay, right there. Oops. Keep going. And I think when we stop up here by this red, if you just keep looking in here, the mortar lines, they follow even, same size. But hang on here. It's gonna be pointing right at these bricks. Yeah. See? In there? Sorry, there's a point where he stops and it's just like, whoa. I think he's gonna pan it over. Yeah, right here. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's up there. Come on, Sean. Oops. There you go, Sean Weasel. There you go, Sean Weasel. You can just see this melt. You can see that they're all bricks. Now it gets better, I think, here. Gotta keep moving, Sean. It gets closer. And you can just see what's going on here. I hope that we can. I see what's going on here. I see pools of mortar to the right on top of those bricks. See? And we come up closer, and this is where it gets interesting. There's the tower. There's the Bastion Tower. And that's a right angle building right there. I didn't even notice. See? It's at the corner. It's a corner bastion. It's a corner bastion at the end, at the corner of a building, at the corner of a right angle building. I didn't even notice that before. And look at these bricks on the right. Hang on, it gets better. He comes into a clear view. Oh, turn to the right. Oh, yeah, he won't do that, will he? There's the Bastion Tower with the windows wide open. He's going to get up closer to it. All these walls over here, red brick. Give me a break. There are bricks everywhere in here. This is insanity. See all these up over here? And just holy smokes. There's the Bastion Tower. Leaning back a bit. They're always kind of tapered. Here it is. At the corner of the building. It belongs. And it's going to go lie about that gap between it right there, which is pretty melted. It fell back. It melted back. No, he's not gonna get too close to the bricks. He's not gonna get too close, but we can see what's going on here, right? We can see what's going on here. Same size bricks. Same bricks hanging off. We got two right there. Let me drop it and one above it. And see, it's all this brickwork here. These are all brickwork. This is where I wanted this. This is where, yeah, right here. See? All the same size, but many of them very, very muffed up. All of them muffed up, but you can see a lot of them still. You can see a lot of them. Anywho, I thought this was interesting. They're just everywhere. They're right angles in the mortar. And take care, everyone.